Hello everyone, welcome to the Arkquarium. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're doing the Liopleurodon enclosure. That's going to be up there. Let me just show you what we did last time out. If you remember, it's a couple of weeks ago now. We didn't do one last Saturday, but this one was the Tuso exhibit, and I've started to make way on improving the looks of it by making the glass panels slightly larger, so it's not all hideously, not too many bars like that, but that's going to be a lot of work. I'm just going to do that as and when I feel like it. So that's that one. Now originally I had a ramp coming up all the way up this way, heading up towards where I wanted my next enclosure, but the ramp wasn't really steep enough and it just didn't look quite right, so I decided to do another teleport station. So inside here, if we can just swing around, look through the windows here, inside there's another little decorated area. There's just a couple of plants, there's a flower over there, and there's a teleporter, and that leads up to over this way, where there's another teleport station, and I started building for the next enclosure. I haven't done too much because I'm still trying to work out exactly what I want this to look like. I kind of have an idea, I'm just trying to think about the implementation. So we have a little station over here, and I've started doing a ring of the vacuum compartments so we can come around. So that's you teleport in here, and then you can walk up here, and then this is going to go all the way around. So what I'm going to be doing is, let's get outside, we have our King Liopleurodon. This is from the permanent Liopleurodon mod, because obviously Liopleurodons only last like 30 minutes, so it's impossible to kind of keep them in captivity. So I had to add this mod which adds a permanent Liopleurodon. It adds actually two in the wild if you're interested in having this on your servers. It has a magical Liopleurodon, which is basically the same as the vanilla one, but it's just permanent. I think it's maybe buffed slightly. And this one is the king one, which is slightly larger than normal. It doesn't have all the sparkles, and it gives you this iron lung. If you can see down on the bottom right there, iron lung boost, which your oxygen consumption decreases drastically. So that's what that one does. Not that really matters for me because we're in creative mode, but just in case you're interested. So that's what we do. So this is the area. I think it's a really nice little area. There's not going to be too much decoration needed once I get the actual outside built. So the plan I want to have is I want to have an underwater ring encircling the entire enclosure with the vacuum compartments. But because we are so close to the surface now, which is where I'm desperately trying to get back to, I thought we'd have some above ground stuff as well. So we can actually have a walkway just on the surface here, so you can look down into the water like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. So I want to have like two possible ways of looking at this enclosure. Oh god, there's megalodon spawning. The problem we have, there's wild Liopleurodon over there. The problem I have with this enclosure is it's so big, things will just spawn inside it. So we're having megalodons, and then of course my guys get out as they get in a fight. They sort of go through the walls, and it's a big problem. It's a massive enclosure. It's just a big mistake. I think the whole thing was just a terrible thing. But you had to do something big because those guys are so big, and I've probably been a little bit too big, and it's just taking too long to finish. So I don't like that enclosure at all. But hopefully this week's is going to be really good. So let me think about this. I want to start getting started on these guys. We're going to come out one more here, and we're going to start coming around. So this is kind of the lower ring where people can walk around under the water and still get a look up at it as it swims around. I'm wondering whether I should go a little bit higher. I'm not too sure, because you're not going to see much from here, are you? That's possibly, I need to come higher. Probably at this point around here. So let me think. If I take away from this one, you can also see my frame rate is dropping every time I look over in that direction. So that whole enclosure was just a terrible mistake. But it's there. I'm not going to take it away. I'm not going to change it now. It's fine. It's just if we ever come to do this again, we'll think of something different. We'll have to come up with a different plan, because it just didn't work. Did not work at all. So we'll take away this. So I'm having this quite small, so it's like a single walkway. I may widen it so it's like too wide, but I'm not too sure. Just a little walkway around there. It might just work. Okay, so we've come up one more, so that may be enough that we can actually get a better view. How's it going to look from inside here? Yeah, I think that would be okay. That rock's kind of in the way, but it's not too bad. We'll rise up again, maybe about here. Let's bring it up and come across Yeah, that works out pretty well. How's the view going to be from here? There's still a little bit. You know what? That'll be fine. You can just look into the enclosure like that. We'll just come across. And that's about how big we'll go. I think we'll start working our way back across. We'll do one more. And then we'll start coming back in this way. Not too sure what the view's going to be like. Oh, here we go. Look. Because it's rising, we definitely need to come up at some point. I reckon we probably need to come up maybe about here. Start coming out this way. Yeah, then we'll do one more and we'll come up there. Now, we need to start rising fairly sharply at this point because of the way the beach rises. Okay. This could actually probably lead up to the surface. I wonder how much further up do we need to go. Let's rise up again. And again at this point. Oh, we're so close to the surface right now. It's going to be so good. So good getting back to the surface. It's been an interesting challenge building under the water. It's not what I'm too keen to repeat. And here we go, we've broken to the surface. Awesome. Okay, we'll think about what we're going to do to that in a moment. And we want to come over this way, so we're going to probably rise up here as well. So we'll have another rise and come up here like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up the corners by putting on the sloped compartments. Just like this. We come over this to this side, so we're going to go on like that. And then I'll make the bottom one here a slope so you can get up the ramp, just like I've done over there. And I'll do that all the way around. And I'm really going to think about exactly how I'm going to incorporate the surface into this. And actually have a kind of a walkway around just at the top. Okay, here we go. So I've made the ring, the underwater ring, going all the way around. I've actually connected it up over in this corner as well, and that's where we're actually going to come out and go into the surface. So people can walk all the way around the outside. Let me just quickly show you inside. And let's just drain this while I'm trying to show you. Here we go, drain all connected. So yeah, so it joins at this point here, so we can run around and you can get all the way around. So you get a good view. I need to drain this as well. So yeah, so you get a pretty good view of the Liopleurodon. I reckon I could get a couple of them in there. I think that'll look quite good. Yeah, so I think I need to drain this as well. Not all seem to be connected properly for some reason, but it's fine. I'll probably freeze the bottom here so we've got a proper walkway. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, so we come up and you kind of join. It's a little bit of an awkward join, but it's about, I think that'll be okay. And then you come out onto the surface here, and then we can walk along here. You can also see the people walking underneath. I'll rail that bit off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build a walkway on the surface going all the way around, and then we'll actually build up and we'll have some outside, you know, some above the surface building, which is going to be amazing because it's been so long since I built anything, and I really think, you know, we've got some good stuff over here. You know, it looks pretty cool like that, but there's not a lot. Most of the stuff now is under the water, and it looks pretty bare. So we're going to build something. We're going to get a nice big enclosure going and big walkway. It should be good fun, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to just get this walkway around. We'll just see how much space we've actually got to build on, and then we'll come up with some nice designs for the top. Oh man, we have some major problems here. We've got an alpha megalodon spawned in the aquarium, and we've also got this king Liopleurodon attacking my mantas. It's really irritating. God. So I need to do something about this. I'm not really sure. I guess I have to kind of disable wild spawns or something. Actually, why am I even doing this? All I need to do is just destroy wild dinos. Gone. But I have to keep doing that. I'm going to have to come up with something. I need to fix it, really. Sophie's escaped. So this annoys me. Sophie's now escaped from my manta pool, which is going to be impossible to get her back in without destroying a whole bunch of stuff. So that's quite frustrating. Sophie, you might end up dying at some point. I apologise for that. I had an ammonite die as well. Megalodon, that alpha megalodon killed an ammonite. I haven't actually named those guys yet. But we're having troubles with wild spawns, and I need to fix that, because that's not part of this series. So worrying about survival aspects is not what this series is about. I don't want to do it anyway. Let's just show you what I've done. Let's put that gun away for the moment. So it really kind of shows you how big these enclosures are once you get to the surface. It's kind of crazy. I need to double up this thing here, so we'll carry on going down here. I'll do that in a moment. So yeah, so that's the plan. So we're going all the way around here, and then what I'm going to do is I'll probably put a bridge going across. I think it would look quite nice, and I want to build up some walls, make this a bit more of a a building rather than just a walkway. We think I might have some. This part here might be inside, and then we'll maybe come outside and have an outside walkway halfway through, something like that. So it's about the same size as the underwater enclosure. So it's very interesting to sort of see how much bigger these enclosures are when you build under the water than when you start building inside. Because I thought the Ichthy display arena was huge. It's really quite small compared to compared to what I'm now building. And yes, because at some point, what have we got left? We've got the lead 6 to do. We've got the Euryptid to do. We've got and the Mosasaur. The Mosasaur is going to have another arena like this. I'm going to build another, a different kind of arena, different looking, but it's going to have to be bigger, much bigger. Probably comparable to this size, maybe even bigger than this. Oh my gosh, this series! I didn't realise how big these enclosures needed to be. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to carry on working on this, and I'll let you know how I get on. Alright, so here are my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking. We have a row of walls followed by these large glass walls on the top here. So as you're walking along here, this is what the outside is going to look like, and we're going to have railings going across all around. In the middle, there's going to be a bridge going across. So we're going to raise this up just by one wall high, I think, and just go across in a bridge. The wide bridge is going to meet in the middle. Maybe we'll have some kind of we'll have something that look good in the middle, I think, and it's going to meet across from there. So it's going to be like a four-way bridge going across, and then we'll probably have a roof maybe on half of it or something. We'll get to the roof later. But let's build a bit more of this one. So yeah, so it's simply just a wall going across. Need to make sure it's snapping in the right way. So the wall goes across like this, and then we have the large glass walls there. So that's going to go all the way along the outside, along there. The bridge. Let's get the bridge started then. I'm going to come away here, but what I'm going to do is I'll build a wall here, and I should have some ramps on me. There we go, there's some ramps. Let's put that in number 3. So we can ramp upwards, and then we can continue on the bridge that way. And that's going to go all the way across, and that will meet in the middle. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. I'm not too sure what we'll do after that. That's not what I'm going to do. We'll switch to the stairs. We'll put in the sloped walls there to make that look good. We'll put railings on. I think this is going to be quite a nice, unique enclosure. Huge though. Alright guys, you join me back as I'm placing on some railings around the outside. I've built a bridge in the middle. We've got to decorate it still, make it look pretty, but at the moment I'm just going through and we're placing railings on the edge. It's a bit of a laborious process, but it's got to be done, otherwise people will be falling in. I feel like maybe we'd need larger railings. The Liopleurodon looks quite aggressive. It's got quite large teeth, but here at the Arkquarium all our animals are very well trained. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I've done pretty much, we've done about half of it now. Yeah, so all that kind of half is done. Coming through here, actually, I've just noticed I've done something else wrong. We just need to take away these two here and put in a couple of glass ceilings here. Because you might as well have something special in the middle. So we'll, I'll get rid of the model on those ones. So we'll have like a large glass plane going across there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. looks really good. I'm just going to carry on and get the railings on the other side, and then maybe we'll put some flowers or something in the middle on the corners here. Nothing too big because people will want to get up to the railings so they can look over. It's a bit of a shame because I don't think you're really going to be able to see the Liopleurodon very well from up here, but I will get the waypoint mod going, so it'll be swimming around underneath here, and I'll make it come up to the surface and try and kind of come as close to the surface as possible and swim around for a little bit. We'll see how we can get that done. But I think for the main part now, I just need to carry on with the old railings going across around here, and we'll get that looking nice. And then what I want to do, I've put on this wall has come through, so the walls at the bottom and then the glass walls at the top, that's along there. I'm still trying to work out exactly how much of this I want inside and how much is going to be outside. So I'm thinking about having like a roof over this half, and then having this bit exposed outside, so it would be kind of an inside and outside part. So still figuring that out in my mind, but hopefully that'll look good once I know what I'm doing. Okay, so what I've done is I've placed another wall on top of the glass walls, and I've gone for, I think I'll go for like a tiered roof system. So it comes up with the sloped roofs, and then the flat ceiling and another sloped roof, and then we'll have the flat ceilings along the top. And it's probably, I don't really think I need to go up too many. I think the 2 tiers should be absolutely fine. And then I'll come across to about just over halfway, just past the bridge, and that's going to end there. And then that will then open up into this part, which will be outside. I've put the railings on all along the inside. I haven't done the outside yet. Well, I'm still waiting to think about what I'm going to be doing with the outside, if anything. Over here, we've got a gap, because I'm going to put a walkway that's going to come out in this direction, because this, I think, is where we're going to have next week's enclosure. And they've got a nice little bay area here. I think that'll look really quite nice. So you'll have to wait for next week to see what we're going to be putting there. But that's pretty much with state of play at the moment. So what we're doing really is just we're going to carry on over this side with the sloped tech roofs, and we're just going to come across like this, and that's pretty much it. There's the corners there. You can, oh god, come on, we'll come back to that. The corners there. There are no, as far as I'm aware, there are no corner pieces in Ark, in S Plus or anything like that. I know there is in Castle Keeps and Forts, but we don't have that mod on this server, so I can't use that. It'd be so nice to have just a nice corner. You'd think that would be in here by now, like a building corner. I mean, seriously, square buildings need corners. I just don't understand why there isn't a piece. The triangle pieces, I don't think they fit unless it's like on a triangle base. It's just not going to work. I mean, they look pretty cool, but that's just not quite what I want. I'd rather have a proper corner piece. I know I've got Eco Stable mod, and they've got corner pieces in their mod, but I don't think they will fit in with the design, so I can't really use those, which is a shame. But then we're going to go across with the flat ceilings. Get these built quickly. Oh, I think I missed some gaps, but try to do it as quickly as possible. It takes so long. This is actually turning out to be a much bigger build than I was expecting. It's huge, and it's taking a very long time. This video is going to be out late today, I'm afraid, but you'll already know that because you'll already know what time it came out. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm just going to kind of try and make a bit more progress and bring you guys back when it's starting to take shape. Wow, okay, this is taking hours and hours, but I think I'm almost there. Just a few little decorations to make it look nicer, and I think we're done. At least for the outside. So I've put the roof on. It doesn't look great from here because it's just quite blank. It's unfortunately that I can't get kind of textured things. These look great. Because they've got the different textures. You've got the glass ones and all that sort of stuff. It looks really good. These not so much. It's kind of a little bit bland, but I don't think there's much I can do about it. I need the roof on there. It's big. It's the problem with building such big structures. The textures. The connective textures of Adobe would be absolutely fine. They look really good, but we don't have connective textures with the tech stuff. But anyway, so that's that. We've got this here. I've made this look nice by taking away some of the beams in the middle, and I'm starting to put on a few life preservers. These flotation devices, they're called. You can have 150 in a particular area. I haven't got any around here, so that's fine. So this is like 5, that's 6. The Liopleurodons, they like to sort of swim around here a bit. Yeah, oh, I had a manta die as well while I was building this one. One of my mantas, I think Alabaster Jazz. You died, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. We'll have to try and replace you at some point. I'm definitely going to have to, for next time, is disable all wild spawns if I can find an easy way of doing it. Because it's getting stupid, really. Things keep dying. But okay, yeah, so in the centre, and I guess we should probably have some around the edge. I might place a few more of these around, but I'll do that in a moment. What we want to do now is we're going to dive down inside here, and we can see there's megalodons and all sorts of that stuff. It's a shame because it would be quite nice to just have random coelacanths swim around. I don't mind those, but the rest of the stuff is kind of bad news. Okay, so at the moment we haven't actually got this enclosed. We're so much more work to do. I want this guy to be able to sort of swim around and come up to the surface and just pop his head above the surface and sort of he can swim and that sort of thing. So we're going to have to build up the walls to stop things getting in. Well, I might leave that for the time being actually, and just trying to what I'll do, because I don't want this episode to run too long, and I'm conscious of the fact that we are getting late in the day, and I do want to publish this episode at some point. And I'm going to see if I can get this to start swimming around, and we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to place in flag. We're going to put it somewhere I can actually get to it. Okay, opening it there. And we're going to start adding waypoints for it to swim around, and it can surface up in places. We'll put another one like here. That's interesting. Hang on a minute. Oh, that is interesting. They must have changed it. I can actually put them anywhere. I don't have to attach them to the ground like I used to. Oh, that's incredible. That's amazing. That is perfect. I can't believe how good that is. I can just stick it in the air. Oh, that's brilliant. That must be an update. It wasn't like that before. Oh, that is so good. Just stick random waypoints all over the place. It's going to, I want it to kind of pop up, breach the surface, and start put it like here. It's going to want to come down over this way to the ground. We need people going through here to be able to see them as well. And then it's going to want to come sort of head towards this way. Let's go back over this way. Oh, this is brilliant. This is the best thing. Best thing ever. I'm really happy about that. And we want it to kind of breach. Where's it breaching again? Let's breach up out over here. And we'll come back down again over this way. Oh, this is so cool. Now, let me have a look at the route. Where's my flag gone? Let's see what our route looks like. Visuals. Show route trail. So it's going to zigzag all over the place. That is brilliant. So have they added anything else there? I know you can now hide absolutely everything. Behavior. So you can set them to stop here or to pause. That's fine. Oh, you can actually move waypoints now. I don't think you could do that before. You can rename them. Okay, visuals. Hide all waypoints. You can change the route colour. This is all pretty much, isn't it? Oh, from flag to sea mines. You can actually make them look like sea mines. Oh, we've got a megalodon attacking my thing here. That's brilliant. That's some good decoration. Oh god, go on, Liopleurodon. Get him. Let's see if I can help out a little bit. Wow, am I hitting? What's going on? I've got an ascendant harpoon thing. I should destroy this thing. What level is it? Go on, get him. Must be missing. $102. Yeah, something was going on there. That should have killed that a lot easier than that. Anyway, never mind. Let's have a think about this. Let's see if we can get him to start wandering. Where's he gone? There he is. So swim over to here and start patrolling. Now we've had a little bit of trouble. Some of the other things took a little while to kind of... Oh my god, what are you doing? Not doing anything at all. Let me see if I can get him to follow me for a moment. Let's get you back up this way. There we go. Right, unfollow, and then we should be able to get you to... Oops, no, start patrolling. Come on, be a patroller. Do something good. There we go. He's going. Go on. We're having a bit of trouble with some of the other ones. They weren't following the nose properly, but this one is swimming slowly. But I don't mind that. That's fine. That's cool. Brilliant. Okay. So that's the route. I should hide the route with these visuals. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to hide the route trail, and I'm going to hide all waypoints for the time being. We can change them to sea mines, maybe. Let me know what you think. That might be quite a cool sort of decoration to have in here. Oh, does he stick his head out of the water? Oh, that's brilliant. He's not going to die, and he swims back down again. That's perfect. Imagine standing on these trails here and watching that. That is brilliant. He sinks back down, and then you can see them from the underwater thing. So perfect. You know what? I'm going to call it a day here because I can't really do too much more now because I need to get this video out for you guys. But it's not quite finished. I reckon we'll try and finish it off later. We'll probably need to try and put some barriers here so that things don't kind of fly in, or make it look like he is actually in an enclosure, not just swimming free. But at the moment, I'm pretty happy with that. We don't need to decorate too much because if we've got all this lovely sort of coral and stuff, which is all natural, that's pretty cool. Let's go inside and just have a look and see what it looks like from underneath. You can kind of watch him swim around. Okay, so he sinks into the rock a little bit there, but that's fine. Oh, yep, that is cool. And then he breaches the surface, sticks his head out. Is this quite, or maybe, might have done. But at least, you know, from the railings here, you'll be able to see him swim around. That's amazing. Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. I do know what I'm doing next week. It's going to be pretty good. I've marked out the area where we're going to be doing next week's enclosure. We'll try and see if we can finish off this one a little bit and make it a bit safer. I'll see if I can get rid of the wild spawns. That means we wouldn't have to do too much to the outsides. Well, we can get rid of some of the structures. You know, we don't have to enclose them in quite so much. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. Liopleurodon. We could probably actually put in... I reckon I'll probably put in another 1 or 2 Liopleurodon as well in here. It would look pretty good. But for now, that's all I'm going to do. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you come back next week and see what we do then. I'll see you then. Goodbye.